Welcome back to the Africa Breakdown. I'm average at best. I play Geoguessr and I make bad choices. Today we are looking at South Africa, and we're looking at this specifically in the context of the four southern African countries: Botswana, Lesotho, Eswatini and South Africa. All of them drive on the left-hand side of the road. South Africa is the only one that isn't purely Gen 3. So you'll see some Gen 2, which is like the really bad quality with like the massive halo above and below the car. And Gen 4 is just a better picture quality. Road lines are yellow outers, white inners. Sometimes you will see triple lines in the middle, and that's common in all of the four southern African countries. Gen 2 looks a bit like this. This is the massive halo and there's a big blur around the car. You will sometimes see Gen 4, very commonly see Gen 4. Gen 4 is a blue car with the aerial. Sometimes the aerial is hidden by the blur, but you get a feel that the car is blue. Blue car in the context of Southern Africa is only found in South Africa. You will also get the white car as well for Gen 3, but if it's blue, you know it's South Africa. Language-wise, there's lots of languages. English is a big one. Afrikaans, which kind of comes from Germanic Dutch. You will see a lot of, typically it's spoken more western half, but the signs are all over, so you can't really use that to region guess, and you don't see it at all in Eswatini, Lesotho or Botswana. Poles, bird poles, lots and lots of insulators, 1 to 5 horizontal bars, just look really busy like this, and there is some region guessing clues for poles as well. Signs will look like this: green signs, white text, yellow road numbers. N and R road numbers are exclusive to South Africa. A and B roads exclusive to Botswana and Lesotho, and MR is exclusive to Eswatini. So that if you see a road sign, will give you almost a specific country. A and B, Botswana or Lesotho. Triangle signs, we see these commonly. Red and white chevrons, we see these commonly as well. South Africa, generally the suburban houses will look a little bit more affluent, and typically in the bigger towns and cities will have fences, security signs, CCTV, all that kind of stuff around. Lots of ways to region guess. South Africa is a big country. Number plates is one of them. You can't necessarily always see them, but through the blur you'll be able to see that maybe there's a lot of green on it, or it's a blue plate or whatever. Spot the spacing in between the letters. Have a look at that if you want to learn those. The roads, N roads and R roads are potentially learnable as well. I think this one in particular, 3s, 5s, 6s and 7s, 4s up there as well. And these ones will show up in the map, so you could find these, but a lot of them are quite long. N1 goes from there to there, N2, so helpful. Telephone numbers also helpful if you've got a sort of mind for learning numbers, kind of repetitive practice. This can be super helpful. There's lots of signs and shops and everything that has telephone numbers. Poles, I'm not going to go through all of these. You can have a look through the Plunkett guide and practice these yourself. Lots of different variations. Red stickers, white stickers, various bits and pieces. These you don't see very often. They're on the top of poles. They are kind of northern part of Northern Cape. Landscape wise, very northeast, dry, barren, not much to it. Orangey sort of soil, massive rocky, like Vang Vane, Lau mountains almost in the Western Cape. Down here, I often kind of see something hilly and guess around here, but actually these are massive mountains. Never guess there unless it looks like that. Vineyards in the southwest, Western Cape, Cape Town, dry, arid, kind of on the borders with Botswana's sort of around here. Namibia, I think it is here. That's probably very similar, but yeah, around the Botswana area. Sugarcane plantations, pine trees, tree plantations. Typically, that's that kind of east coast. Rolling hills around Cape Town that isn't the massive mountains. Kruger National Park, Very rarely come across it, but if you see this camouflage painted truck and these waystones, that is Kruger National Park. Few more things to have a look at. Gerber, Port Elizabeth and Durban use these M road signs commonly. Johannesburg, 3 strips on the traffic lights, reflective tape. Around Johannesburg you will see lots of signs posted on anywhere they can be for dodgy things, sort of black market stuff and things that you don't get legally. Have a look through those, and a few more just region bits. Table Mountain, again, these huge massive mountains, and Table Mountain because it's super flat. That is about it for South Africa. Lots that you can potentially region guess. Telephone numbers, license plates, roads, poles. Have a look at those in your own time, but that has been South Africa.